everyone, and welcome to The Well-Educated Artist. I'm Miranda, and you may have not seen my face in a while. That's because I had surgery back before Thanksgiving of last year, so right around Christmas time, and it has been a long haul. If you're looking for an art video, this is really not going to be it. I'll be putting one out later this week, or you can stay and hear all about the ACDF surgery update and what happened, since you haven't seen me in a while. I still put out videos, but I haven't been showing my face. Now, ACDF surgery is anterior cervical discectomy and fusion. That is where they remove part of your disc and do some replacement, and it fuses. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And let me tell you, it has been a rough road these last 8 months. You can kind of see my scar. It looks pretty good. I have kind of a tan, so that's covering that up right now. But I felt like I was knifed by Jack the Ripper for a long time, and that was kind of the running joke. Now, this cervical collar that you get from after surgery, this has been my best friend still. So for doing my painting videos and for doing any work in the house where I'm going to be on my feet for a while or maybe doing any bending, I'm using my cervical collar because I am still having trouble. I'm having a lot of muscle spasms still, and I'm still taking medication for that at night. So be aware it doesn't get all better. I was having a rough time in my last video and just felt the need to make a video. And in this one, I feel the need to update you on how that went, and at the end of the video, tell you whether or not I would have had ACDF surgery again or not, if you're trying to make that decision today. Or if you just want some, commiseration, I am here. Just to tell you a little bit about what was going on with me, I only had one disc. That was really an issue. There actually are several problems. I have cervical fusion at C2 and C3, but that's congenital. So I've always had that, and I have degeneration at 4-5. But this was C6, C7 surgery. I did have a compression of a nerve. I was having trouble, starting to have trouble walking, and having tingling and weakness, and decided to have the surgery because I was having a lot of cervical headaches all the time. I ended up going to the emergency room after having COVID because of a severe pain that they said was either meningitis or it was a really bad problem with my neck. So that's an interesting combination. And so I ended up seeing a surgeon about that. I am diagnosed with myofascial pain disease and thoracic outlet, which I'm now told that, or was told that was not really the issue. It was really a cervical problem the whole time. I don't know. I don't really trust doctors anymore. I can't say that that's really what the problem is. Am I still having trouble? Yes. Am I still having cervical headaches? I've learned to work around them. I had a doctor who wanted to treat me just for migraines. The issue wasn't the migraine. It was the cervical spine. So I have kind of learned to work with that and to definitely stay hydrated. I had a lot of problems after the surgery with pain and still with my shoulders. I'm still in pain. I had some weird things come up where I'm having some more nerve pain down my arm. Trying to put on clothes, that's gotten some better. I do practice Qigong. I would definitely, say do your exercises and your physical therapy. There's an hilarious video about Kojo Prince that I will put the link to in the description below because he really talks about cervical fusion. He's a comedian, and he talks about how you need physical therapy. It's hilarious. So if you want to see that, I'll definitely link to that. It was a year out when he made that video, and it was just an inspiration to me because I was looking for some commiseration and to see how people were doing after the fact. And if you're looking for that, he's great. And also watch the rest of this video. I had several issues. Let me just say, just first off, I had problems with my insurance. I was approved for a 24-hour observation, and the hospital did not code things right or did not understand what they were approved for, so they were still fighting out paying that. My doctors and everybody was paid for, but the hospital and the huge bill that comes along with it was an issue. And so be aware that even though you check and double check, you can still get screwed because this is considered elective surgery. And, well, it's major surgery. And I'm not sure anybody should be getting kicked out of the hospital after 24 hours of observation. I was lucky. I just was in for 24 hours and they released me. I didn't have problems with the drains. I was doing pretty well. It took me a few weeks to really fall apart and really feel how bad it was going to be with my muscles and my neck. But that being said, please be aware of the problems with insurance that can happen with that. It's just been a mess, and that's a lot of stress. And stress is not good during this kind of surgery, especially when you have muscle problems. And I have a lot of muscle problems. So now, according to my x-rays, I am doing okay at 8 months out. The last time I went after 4 months, I, again, had no issues with the hardware that's in there. So, you know, it is what it is. And I think, will this fix all of your problems? I would say, no, it won't. I'm definitely having issues, and life is hard some days. My body is still not where it needs to be. Now, after a year, will it be? Maybe I'll put out a video about that. But right now, it's not at 8 months. So, I don't know how some of these people do so well but I'm old. I'm pushing 50. So if you're a young person, maybe, you know, you would do better. But I've really struggled with this surgery. I guess I was hopeful that it would be more than it was. And then I've seen horror stories with people re-injuring themselves and having to go through multiple surgeries. And, you know, that is a likelihood. And you have to be aware of it if you're making that decision to do that. Would I have the surgery again? I'm going to say I don't know. I don't know. In a lot of ways, I'd say no. I've talked to people who said no, they wouldn't. They're just in just as much pain, and that's definitely a possibility. If you're desperate, I would say yes. I think I was desperate for help, and I'm learning to cope with what's, you know, left. And it's just a hit or miss. It really is. If you're in the Dallas area and you're interested in knowing the hospital that I had trouble with, or my doctor, would I recommend him again? I thought my doctor was good and very knowledgeable. His assistant wouldn't call me back, and that was definitely an issue. So staff is very important. I wish I had chosen a different doctor because of the staff issues, because it's a hard surgery and you need to be walked through it. And you know, that they're very kind, but they just didn't call me back. And there's nothing more frustrating than that, because I'm not really a high maintenance kind of person. So if you're interested in that, you can leave a comment, and I can get you that information. But it's a long, hard haul, and that you need to know about. And I'm doing okay, and I'm still producing videos. I'm not doing them to the extent I was before. And you know, I have doubts whether I will ever be to the point that I can work as hard as I used to, or do what I did or used to do. So, like I said, I tell my doctor it is what it is, and you just learn to cope. So I hope that's a helpful update. I am alive. I'm doing okay. It's just been a life change. So just be aware of it. And as you get older, it's harder. It really is harder. So I hope everything goes well with you. And thank you for watching. And come back and watch my art videos, or I'm sure there'll be a link to an art video below. Would love to have you on the channel. Leave your comments and questions below, and I will try to get back to you. And I may make another video as an update. So take care, and God bless. Bye.